So now we get the family healthy. Everyone's doing good. We're getting ready to go on vacation. We're going to go to the beach, and we want to do some walking on the beach, maybe
Yeah.
some bike rentals, maybe
Yeah,
some yoga,
on the
some
boardwalk.
swimming.
Yeah.
So what are some things that we can help out with to help support somebody's fitness goals?
You know, Jamie, we you need to get everybody, like with that family section, up to, you know, a good homeostasis. Now we can take that path into fitness and get better results. And I have to say that I think, you know, we've over the years, Nutritional Frontiers has probably been the leader in fitness formulations that are specific to healthcare professionals. And that's because of your background.
Well, you know, I did work in the fitness field for over 10 years. Before I transitioned to work with the healthcare professionals, but we still work with a lot of fitness trainers. We just had one all the way in from Tampa. So we do still work with a lot, and I cannot stress the importance of doing a powdered meal. You hear the word now, macronutrients.
Yes.
Macro just means large, micro is small. So micro really goes with vitamins and minerals. Macro is for protein, carbs, fats, and fiber.
Right.
So we don't use any artificial anything in any of our formulations. So the best whey protein, the reason it's the best is there's no lactose.
That's right.
Why don't we want lactose?
Well, a lot of people are lactose intolerant, and they will have a digestive upset taking other whey proteins. That's not going to happen.
Digestive upset, you mean to get a little fluffy?
A little fluffy.
Yeah.
Maybe a little flatulent.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we don't like that, right?
No.
So the reason it happens is the lactose, just like you would in ice cream, it's a milk sugar.
Yes.
So we do not have any in our best way, so it digests very smoothly and does not create any of that GI upset you described.
Yeah.
So if you want to add on top of that, let's go enter DMG first because anybody can take that, even a kid, right?
Yeah, enter DMG. That's our standalone DMG formulation. We have it in two delivery methods, both liquid and chewable. The chewables are great for the family. Why? Because you can take them anywhere. They're in a blister pack. They're protected. You can slice them up and hand them out to everybody in the family to take with them. If they're going to the gym, if they're going out on a family vacation, everybody can have them. So
what does
versatile.
DMG stand for?
The real name or our name? Well, the real name is dimethylglycine, but we call it Darn Mighty Good.
All right. That's an easy way to remember. Darn
Mighty Good.
Because it feeds all the methylation steps in the body.
Yes.
So it helps with the brain, heart, immune system, joints, gut, athletic performance. It inhibits the lactic acid buildup. So normally when you get the burn, Joe, when you're doing your workouts, this will help inhibit that. So it pushes it back so it doesn't hit you quite as quickly.
Right.
So your endurance is longer.
That's right.
We even have triathletes that will take this every hour to two during their competitions.
We have triathletes that won't race without it.
Oh, no.
They won't.
We had Dr. Ed Lee out of Florida, one of his clients in the book, 41-year-old international competitor in triathlons, the real ones, the full Ironman. And it's a woman. And she had her best results at 41.
Wow.
She had a PR personal record, and she said a lot of it had to do with the nutrients, especially DMG. So we have the best whey and DMG as the base. Now, these are three really cool formulas. You know, I love these. Let's break them down and what the difference is, because when we're looking at them, right, we look at Power Fuel first.
Yes. Power Fuel, you know, what a formulation, because it started out as a mitochondrial repair formulation. It started out as something that helped you recover. Whether it was from injury, exercise, surgery, it would help you recover, because the main nutrients originally were D-ribose, CoQ10, and L-carnitine, and they all deliver energy to the cell. But then a wonderful thing happened. Someone said to us, "You don't have an electrolyte formula." Oh, well, let's add it to Power Fuel. And that's exactly what we did. Now it's a 2-in-1. Then when the whole nitric oxide craze started about 3 or 4 years ago, we said, well, why don't we just add that to Power Fuel too? So now it's the most complete 3-in-1 formula there is available.
If you're sore, take this.
Oh, my God, yes.
If you're getting ready for any kind of workout, training, practice, camp, whatever it may be, take it, especially this time of year. Temperatures were soaring in the 95 to 98 level. In Pittsburgh, not even in Florida. You add in the humidity, it's even worse. So to help prevent against dehydration, to improve circulation, The great thing is some of the nutrients in here, like L-carnitine, can pull fats out of the blood and convert them into energy. Isn't that a cool thing?
That's everybody should know that because everybody's, I just saw things today for, pulling fat out of the body. Well, you could do it naturally. Power Fuel.
Well, I love it because people have gotten incredible results.
Mm-hmm.
It even works well for cardiovascular patients.
Perfect for cardiovascular patients. And, we've had doctors that have used it, Jamie, perioperatively. So 2 weeks before and 4 weeks after an operation.
Why is that?
For mitochondrial repair, to heal the body after the surgery.
Man, I like these clinical pearls. I said that this morning. Great thing about our careers, you learn something new every day.
Time.
And that's a great one, Joe. So one of my favorites is the super creatine. Yeah. So I was involved with creatine in the early 90s and did really well on it. Mm-hmm. What I did notice back then is you got to take these loading doses. We would take 20 to 30 grams per day for a week. In fact, companies would come out with 100 gram size, so you take 20 grams for 5 days. Mm-hmm. And you would notice an immediate surge of weight and strength, right? But I did notice after being on it for a little bit that I got bigger, but not as defined. A little blurrier, right? It's holding a little extra water. And what I found out is creatine will convert to creatinine in an acidic environment like inside your body.
That's right.
So over the years, I followed Dr. Jeff Galini. I followed Balchem and Albion. And what I found is the reason that conversion is happening is the acidity of the body. So what's the solution? Let's get a pH balance. And how do we do that? With the Magna Power. Right. It takes creatine monohydrate and combines it with magnesium bisglycinate from Albion. And now when you do that, it's buffered.
That's exactly
it does not convert to creatinine. So what does that mean for you? 10 times more bioavailable and stronger than regular creatine. So you can take a fraction of the dose and get a better result.
That takes that loading dose you were talking about and redefines it completely.
Yeah, and the other thing I love about the creatine is we didn't stop there.
Oh, no.
So what are some of the nutrients we added to it this year was the beet powder and the active folate, right, for circulation. Some of our trainers, like Joe DeFranco, said the pump is fantastic. It didn't work like this before.
Huh.
The other thing I like is we put glutamine in here. You know why? Because that is the main amino acid in muscle. It's like a overdraft protection in your checking account, right? So that when you're working out, you don't break down muscle. And then we put all these cell volumizers in there, like DMG, alpha lipoic acid, vanadyl sulfate, chromium. They all help drive the nutrients inside the muscle because that's where all the growth is going to and recovery is going to occur. So this is more than just creatine, folks.
If you're out there taking just a creatine monohydrate, you really need to take a look at this.
Yeah, and the last one is really a sleeping giant, the Frontier, right? BCAA is the branched chain amino acids. We have the right ratios with glutamine and citrulline and the branched chains in here. So people do report back their recovery is improved, their strength is improved. They feel like they get leaner on it. This is a nice addition right to the Best Way shake.
It's one of my new favorite powders. After I learned from, of course, from the GOAT, Mikey G, that there were a lot of studies with aging and branched chain amino acids.
Wink, wink, huh? Mikey makes his point, didn't he?
He did. Yes, he
went
did.
for the jugular.
So it's a great product
aging.
to bridge into that next section.
We're all aging. You don't have to get old, though.
Don't have to get old.
So what a nice combination. We have the Best Way protein. We look at combining with DMG Chews, the Power Fuel, the Super Creatine, the Frontier BCAA. Can you take them all in one shake?
Absolutely. That's the whole reason we do these powders. Combine them.
I like to do the creatine before and the Power Fuel after. Some people do them both before. Branched chain you can take anytime.
Anytime. It's good before, during, or after. I, too, like the Power Fuel after.
Oh,
yeah.
There you go. So
absolutely.
Great way to wrap up the protocols. Thanks, Joe. DMG, of course, we talked about. This has 3 U.S. patents for melanoma in animals, right? Also, you look at the autoimmune conditions with rheumatoid arthritis.
Right.
Right. And then you look at joint health.
Yep.
So why would we put this in the fitness category?
Well, there's one major reason, and it's right up there on the top, oxygen utilization, right? Nothing improves oxygen utilization at the cellular level better than DMG.
Isn't that interesting? We talk about water and food all the time. I can
Yeah.
go a long time without food and probably 5 days without water. How long can you go without oxygen?
Minutes.
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 Wow. Yeah.
That's-
maybe. Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
So the DMG will help your body utilize oxygen better. So what does that mean? How would you feel? Well, it inhibits lactic acid buildup, so you don't get as much soreness.
Mm-hmm.
Your recovery's quicker. How about your performance?
Your performance will be better because when you improve oxygen, you improve blood flow and vasodilation, and all those nutrients get into the muscles.
Yeah, and the nice thing is that you can utilize the dosage depending on your level and also your training style. So
Right.
what type of dose do you look at, Joe? These are 500 milligrams.
They're
each.
500, Jamie. I think everybody should be looking at a minimum of 1,000 milligrams a day and then up from there.
Oh, I like it because if you look at the top level of recommended recommendations for dosing,
Yes.
they're both cancer and
Extreme sports.
yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that, I says, well, why is that? And our team was talking about because those are the ones that require the most cardiac output.
Cardiac output.
The
And
most
they produce the
energy.
most free radical damage.
Great point. So DMG anywhere between 500 to 2,500. So we talked about family. We talked about fitness.
Yep.
And now healthy aging. We save the best for last.
Yeah.